see you. Nice to be here.
Well, boys.
It's a lively look.
I know. Yes, we've got a lively look. We've got a pop concert on Ready, Steady, Cook today, ladies and gentlemen. We're all going to go for it. I don't know what we're going to be cooking, though. But, boys, I've got to ask you before we get to that stage, do you like sort of, you know, growing your own vegetables and stuff like that?
I live on the first floor, so I've got herbs and I've got a little flat roof and I grow tomatoes, that's it.
Yeah, lovely. I grow a few things at home. What about you?
I've got a little courtyard out the back and rosemary, basil and stuff like that, always on the go.
Are they your staff?
No, unfortunately not. The little plants. I talk to them sometimes, though, Ross. Yeah.
I know, you've got to talk to them. Got to talk to your flowers. Well, I wonder if our guests on the programme today talk to their flowers. They are gold medal winners, ladies and gentlemen. Of what? Let's find out as we welcome from Wiltshire, Millie Carmichael. Hello, Millie. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Hello, pleased to meet you.
Well, a part-time horticulturist and winning awards.
Indeed.
What do you do the rest of the time, then?
I'm a sexual health worker.
Ah!
And I work with... But that would raise a titter.
Yeah.
I work with the teenage pregnancy team in Swindon. Marvellous group of people, but they're far too much fun, so I only do that 4 days a week.
Ah,
so...
that's what I like, the fact that they're fun. And you say sexual health worker, does that mean, is it something on the increase or something that requires less and less people in your kind of position?
No, more and more.
More and more.
Merrier, absolutely, yes.
Yeah. So there's all sorts of problems out there, and I think our chef's probably got 1 or 2 problems in this bag. Let's have a look what you've brought along there, Millie. Go on, give it a good old shake for a start.
Flock it out.
Yeah, go on, flock it all out, and then we'll go up there.
There we go.
OK, tell us all. Obnobs.
Right.
All right. Yeah. OK.
I think they're OT biscuits, actually.
OT biscuits.
Anyway, I've got rhubarb, I've got mascarpone cheese, I've got white chocolate ice cream, I've got hazelnuts, I've got ginger and the biscuits.
Lovely. And how much did you spend?
I spent £7.54p.
Wow, we're allowed to spend £7.50. We're not worried around about this time. Yeah, we do. No. And well, apparently there's something else that you've got for our chef.
Well, I have got a surprise.
OK.
Oh, lucky he hasn't looked under there.
At the college that we go to, college grows giant lemons.
Oh, wow.
And this is one of the giant lemons, and I'd like to add that to my bag if I may.
Wow, look at that. And that's...
It's a real lemon.
Man. Smell,
it's real.
That's gorgeous.
It's a real
look
lemon.
at that. Isn't that a big lemon, eh? You'd get a lot of gin and tonic out of that, wouldn't you, eh? God, dear, you'd have to have a party, wouldn't you?
Yes,
well,
we do.
I think it's a lovely bag that you brought along here, Millie. What do you think, then, James?
I think that's a big lemon. No, yeah, great bag. And
do you want some cream for that?
yeah, ice and slice, anyone? No, yeah, we'll come up with some great stuff with that lot.
I'm sure you will, and it will incorporate lemon. Even though we've got lemon in our store, it doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen. It's always nice to see something unusual. Now, here's, we're about to meet a friend of yours, someone you work with.
We are indeed, yes.
OK, yes, she's also from Wiltshire. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Charlotte Howard. Lovely. Hello, Charlotte, how are you? Looking very glad.
Hello, very spangly. Look at you.
Well, spangles. I don't often get to look glam. I'm normally covered in mud, so...
OK, well, we've got a part-time horticulturist there who works 4 days a week as a sexual health therapist. What about you, then? What do you do?
Well, I'm a full-timer. I'm
a full-time horticulturist?
A full-time horticulturist.
Right.
When I'm not studying, I'm actually gardening too, so I'm loving it. Really nice, yeah.
And do you grow lots of lovely things?
Yeah, I tend to grow lots of lovely things in other people's gardens, but I get quite coveted with all their vegetables and things, so yes, I do look after
Nothing wrong with that. Let's see how good a shopper you are.
OK.
There we are, yeah. Give it a good old steak, Michelle. That's it, my darling. Oh, is that a bit of pot salute?
I picked up the shallot amongst the thing.
There you go. Tell us what we've got along.
I have all the fruit groups going on here because I like my carbs. One of the things I thought I'd try is I never knew anything about vegetables before I started it, so I thought I'd have a go at some Jerusalem artichokes. Never done anything with. Well, I don't cook, but I'd like to see what you could do with those. I love my meat. Millie's a veggie, so close your ears, Millie. But a nice bit of sirloin there, and I'm partial to a bit of port salut.
Port salut, some gorgeous potatoes and asparagus.
Yeah.
And have you also bought a little addition for our Ross here?
I do. I noticed Ross was looking quite smug that he thought James was having the big lemon, but you thought you'd seen a big lemon. Just wait till you see this little piece. Do you want to scrape my lemon?
Good grief! Reminds me of playing rugby at school.
Is that a world record lemon, then?
This one is actually weighs £6, but our college, Lackham College, where we grow them, actually grew one that was £11 back in the 80s, so it was almost twice that size.
Oh,
The secret is, if you want to know, alpaca poo.
Alpaca poo. All right, then. How much did you spend, by the way?
£7.55.
OK, you have a bit of a chat with Ross about lemons.
Sorry about that.
I'll be back. James, what are you going to cook for lovely Millie? Come on, then.
Right, we're going to take the lemon in half and we're going to do a lemon and rhubarb sponge, but sweeten it up with all honey.
Yeah.
OK, first of all, so a tray sponge pudding. We're going to take some of the oat biscuits, use them as a base and do a ginger and mascarpone cheesecake with some caramelised hazelnuts. Then we're going to get the other half of the lemon, we're going to scoop some of it out, use some of the inside, sweeten it with icing sugar, crumb it up with some of the biscuits and ice cream and do like a baked Alaska in a half a lemon. Yeah, I think that's the lot of them.
No,
I might get a smoothie in there as well out of the ice cream and stuff.
You might get a little bit of a smoothie. Does that inspire you? Does that sound good?
Gorgeous.
Or a crumble. There you go, the rest of that lot.
OK, yeah, crumble, there's all sorts of things there. Look forward to
lots of
seeing that.
desserts, eh?
OK, my favourite is the old rhubarb soup, you know. I love a rhubarb soup. Make that at home, that's great. But let's find out what you're going to be getting then, Charlie.
Well, he doesn't need any help to be smooth, does he? Look.
I know.
Oh, Mr.
He's got youth on his side, isn't he, mate? Unlike you, Ross.
Now listen,
what are you going to do? Oh, Rossi.
well, I think because we've got this fantastic lemon, everything's going to be about the lemon.
Oh, look. Wow.
Go on, mate. Away you go. There you go. Look at that, eh?
That's a jolly swizz, isn't it?
It's a bit like going out with a girl with a Wonder Bra on. Really.
How could you say such a thing? Oh, dear.
Oh, no, you're just taking the piss. I think what we're going to do is we're going to make a lemon meringue pie. We're going to cook, especially if we could have a little bit of ginger from the other side, possibly. Beef with lemon, potatoes with lemon, asparagus with lemon, lemon and artichoke soup, lemon and port salut. Lemon. Yeah, a lot of. There's going to be
a lot of lemon going on.
A lot of lemon going on. A lot of lemon going on.
OK, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Citrus Show. They've got 20 minutes to produce wonderful lemony dishes. When I say ready, steady, let's get citrusing. All right. Now, you've heard about here, we're going to do some lovely crumbles and things, because we've got the appropriate. We've got some lovely oaty biscuits, we've got the mascarpone, we've got ice cream, we've got hazelnuts, and the ginger there too. So there's going to be a lovely cheesecake this side, along with some ice cream going inside a scooped-out lemon to make a rather nice sort of meringue thing going on there. So all sorts of lovely dishes that a bit on the sweet tooth, really. What about here? Well, lemon is very much the name of the game, because that's going to feature with our potatoes. We're going to have a light lemon sauce to accompany our nice marbled flaked steak there. We're going to have a lemon sauce to go with our asparagus. What about the old Jerusalem artichokes? Don't get confused. They're not the same as globe artichokes, these guys. And we've got the port salut with, again, lemon, lemon, lemon. Looking forward to it. Well, stay tuned for the next 20 minutes. It's all coming your way. First of all, let's find out what our chef's making here. A bit of pastry or what?
No, I'm doing a sponge, mate.
Oh, the sponge. And is this going to be baked in the oven or microwave?
No, I'm doing it all in the oven.
OK, so this one's going in the oven. Sometimes we do things in the microwave, just to show people how you can actually do things quite quick, but this one's going in the oven. Now, what about quantities then, Chef?
Well,
can I get you anything?
No, I think... Oh, yeah, you can get me some self-raising flour, please.
A bit of self-raising flour. OK, my man.
So what I'm doing is I'm going to use... Get this on 4 ounces.
OK.
Which is a little bit more than this. So 4 ounces of butter, 4 ounces of sugar.
Yeah.
And then what we do is we cream these together.
OK.
OK, so first things first, Ains.
Yeah.
Next, there you go.
That's about right. There you go. In we go there, mate. OK.
Lovely, so get that cream in. Now,
OK.
We're going to add 4 eggs to that in a minute.
OK, 4 eggs?
Yeah, 4 eggs.
OK, Chef.
It binds it together better and it holds it better as well.
You want the 4 eggs going in there almost now?
Yeah, once that's creamed together.
OK.
Great.
All right. And what's this going to be quite rich, isn't it, eh?
Exactly, but the thing is, we've got rhubarb going in it, we've got half of this lemon going in it, so...
Yeah.
And we're just going to whack it all together.
Look at that, look at that.
I'm going to get the seeds out of this.
Wow, it's just so lovely, isn't it? That lovely thick pith there. Lovely, OK.
Right.
And obviously, we've got a little bit of curdling going on here, and you've said it before to me on the show, this is the stage where a lot of people panic, don't panic.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Put the flour in and watch what happens.
OK, do you want the flour in there now,
Yeah,
Chef?
go on, please. That's
OK,
great,
then. A little bit of flour going in there. And a lot of people say, you know, so, oh, you chefs sometimes don't sift the flour. I think in the modern day, ladies and gentlemen, most of them that are actually put into packets now, they're already sort of gone through that process, so you don't need to worry about it. It's not like the old days where the flour was a bit heavy.
No, it's super fine, yeah.
Yeah. OK. OK, now what about that rhubarb down there, false rhubarb? This time of the year, that's all you're going to get is false rhubarb.
Exactly. Well, it's probably been grown in like a polytunnel or something like that. It's got quite a tough skin on, hence that's why we're peeling it. Otherwise, that'll get stuck in your teeth and it'll be horrible.
Do you like it? This is a nightmare.
I know, darling, but you bought it.
I've never peeled rhubarb. The only thing I've ever done with... Oh, no, that's going to sound awful, isn't it? What we used to do when we were kids was we used to play with... These were swords and we did rhubarb thrashing. And I've never peeled rhubarb.
Rhubarb what?
Thrashing.
Yeah.
So we'd have one each.
Yeah.
And we would sword fight with them until they went all floppy and stringy. And
it's all right, Ainsley, they don't let her out much.
Mine didn't went floppy.
We had to make our own entertainment as children.
I know, of course you do something like that. Do you actually grow rhubarb then? Do you ever go off to one of your sort of allotment or garden places? Do you have any place like that where you can
I don't at the moment, but I'm on a waiting list for an allotment.
You're on a waiting list.
So
wow.
as soon as I get one.
Popular at the moment then?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Yep, growing your own is the way forward.
There you go. Yeah. Isn't that fantastic, ladies and gentlemen?
Definitely.
So if you've got a allotment near you and there's a few vacancies, get in there now. It's becoming really, really popular. And it's quite therapeutic too, isn't it?
Very good exercise, and you're out in the open and you're getting fresh air, and it's a good social life. You meet some good people gardening.
Really?
And, yeah.
What are you trying to tell me?
Look at me.
Excuse
I'm
us.
covered in
Have you ever met anybody at an allotment then, James?
Can't say I have, no.
No?
No.
But you don't know. You don't know
You
what
never
might
know.
happen.
You
Look
know,
at this.
there's that
totally.
fleeting moment as I'm walking past the cabbage, Ainsley, and
Yes, I know.
our eyes would meet over the Brussels sprouts. Get off!
There
Get the
we
bowl
are.
off.
Let me get it off for you, Chef. There you go.
Thank you.
It's got an attitude problem, this thing here. And look what we've got here. And he's greased it, and he put a little bit of flour in there. Why the flour, Chef? 15 minutes to go.
Butter and flour, because it would stick otherwise terribly.
OK, that's a good tip. Butter and flour. And then he's laced it with a little bit of honey. Or is it honey you've got there, Chef?
Honey, yep.
Honey and lemons and the rhubarb there. And you're putting the lovely cake mixture on the top. Bake that in the oven, what, 12 minutes, roughly?
Yeah, about 12 to 14 minutes.
OK, well, you've certainly got about that amount of time left. Let's go over to the Red Tomato kitchen here with Ross, find out what he's actually doing. He's having a laugh.
You're having a laugh.
You're having a laugh. OK, Chef, cooking these potatoes, have you cracked them slightly?
Yeah, I've smacked them. I want to brown them. The smacking them lets all the flavours in. We're going to put wine and cumin and Moroccan spice, some lemon juice in there.
Very interesting.
OK. I've got... we're being creative. The kitchen's all about being creative, mate.
Sure. Are you just salting this off in a little bit of olive oil, then, are you?
Yeah. I'm going to get this going, then I'll...
How did you crack them, Chef? Put them in a cloth and just bash them?
No, just with a rolling pin. Just make sure they don't roll away, that's all.
OK, just bash them, basically open them up so they kind of split and they absorb all the lovely flavours that Ross was referring to, those kind of Moroccan-y style flavours. So 14 minutes, gentlemen, 14.
Lemon juice, a little corn flour, some butter, some sugar. Yeah, and I'm just making a lemon curd to stick into my lemon meringue. You see this is beginning to thicken. If we can get a camera in there...
Do you want that scooped out some more, Chef? Or?
They'll never know by the time there's meringue on it. Don't get in the way.
OK,
right, and then we're going to enthuse this with a little... with some egg yolk as well, but we don't have a lot of time.
I know what I'm doing here, by the way.
OK.
Make it nice and stiff. I want stiff.
Oh, OK, I'm good at... I can do
Just keep stirring it like that. That's it, darling. And it will...
I'm afraid he's got the cooking numpty.
Yeah, it will suddenly start to expand. It should do, unless you've got to just keep it in there and really move it around. We're trying to incorporate lots of air into it.
Make sure I don't peek.
OK, Ross very
I do want you to
said that he was making...
Peek away.
Chef, lemon curd, tell us about it. How did you make this?
That's lemon juice thickened with a little...
corn flour?
Some butter.
Arrowroot?
No, it's arrowroot, actually. And once it's off the heat, we're going to put in our 3 egg yolks to enrich them. Thank you very much.
OK. All right, then, and all of us seem to want to go out and buy a jar, don't we, of lemon curd, ladies and gentlemen?
You can make mine at home. Obviously, you'd have bigger, you'd have better quantities, but it's so delicious. It's a great way of using leftover lemons. Although with these being citrons, you're more likely, probably, to use them for candying for peel to make your Christmas puddings, but you're not going to need those for another 11 months, so you're sorted, really.
Lovely. OK.
A little lemon juice in there.
A bit of lemon juice. Did you get a lot of lemon juice out of that?
No.
No. OK, not as much as you thought. So it's more skin than actual lemon.
Yeah, but that's great. Keep going. You're almost there. You're going very well.
Yeah. OK. Is it a bit... Change your arm, love. Change the hand. That's it. There we are. And sometimes really get in there.
Yeah. All in the wrist.
OK, all in the wrist action. 12 minutes to go. All right, then. got lemon curd cooking down. We've got a char grill on here. I think the chef is going to be char grilling his steak. Yeah, are you marinating that in anything before I go?
No, I'm actually going to char grill the asparagus, and I'm going to stir fry, make a sticky Chinese steak. Actually.
Okay. Do you want them in there now?
No, not yet, thank you. No,
okay.
they're just blanched. They need to blanch, otherwise they won't retain the green.
Okay, we want to really retain that green colour. All right, some of the guys just throw it in there, Ross. It's nice. When I come back, Ross, I'm going to talk to you about the old Jerusalem artichokes. As I say, they're not in the same family as globe artichokes. A lot of people get confused. I think it was someone who probably once said that they tasted similar. That's why they've got the same sort of connection there. But very, very different plants entirely there. Do you know what the difference is between the old globe and the Jerusalem artichoke?
I haven't a clue.
No?
No, I don't.
One's just a little tuber. But I won't talk to you whilst you're doing that. Let's find out what the chef is doing with his nuts over here.
Right, can you give that a shake for me?
OK. What are you doing with these?
Right, I'm caramelising them all off, and what we're going to do is we're going to put them on a bit of non-stick parchment afterwards. That helps cool it all down. Yeah. Then we can break it, crumble some on our cheesecake, put some on a crumble, stuff like that. And it's just a lovely little...
OK, so there's this hazelnuts that have been caramelised. Over here, there's something really interesting going on in our pot. We've got the vanilla pods. Remember, we consistently talk about that. The flavour, the intense flavour that you get from real vanilla pods is just... you can't beat it. Don't go for the vanilla essence. You can go for the vanilla extract if you're going to buy it, guys.
Right,
but the essence is really rubbish. But just look at that. You can see the combination of all those lovely flavours. What's in there, chef?
Right, so we've got brown sugar in there. Obviously, the rhubarb, the vanilla. I've just finished it now with a bit of ginger. Yeah. We're going to cook it down to get it going. Then we're going to give it an oat biscuit topping, and there's a quick crumble for you.
OK, beautiful. Just cook it down. But don't over-poach it.
Exactly, because it was going to go too soft and too runny.
OK, we'll just go...
bit of caster sugar in there, please, from meringue.
And we're talking about forced rhubarb here, guys, OK? And the thing about it... halfway, by the way, gentlemen, just past halfway. Sugar... what's that, my darling?
How much?
What are you making?
Bit of meringue.
Are you making meringue? Get it in there. Can you pull that back a bit, darling? That's it. Get that in there. Oh, there we are. Really, go back in there again, and we'll see.
OK.
That's it. Quite a lot of sugar. You do need quite a lot of sugar for meringue, make no mistake. A lot of people think, oh, no, it's not. But you're going to be dividing up amongst a lot of portions here, guys.
Do I need stiff peaks?
I like this.
Stiff peaks?
Yeah.
Stiff peaks, right. Okay.
There we are. Watch your nuts here, chef. Are you all right there?
No, this is when it starts to come... let me show you now.
OK.
Keep moving it, Ains.
Yeah, I am keep moving it. Some of them are a bit black.
No, that's all right. That's cool. Right, lay it right out across there now. Right, and then we're going to leave that right up to the end. We can bash that up. We can split that up with everything. Brilliant.
OK, chef. Lovely. There you go. Let me have a little bit of a go at that here. OK, so have you won any awards for your gardening design?
I have. Funny you should ask. I have. I've won a gold medal at the Bath and West Show for my garden design.
Yeah.
And it was a recycled garden. Everything was recycled. So
and how much did you actually recycle then? Give us an idea. Are we just talking about recycling bits of furniture or something to do with the plants? What did you actually do?
No, we had bicycle wheels with beans growing up them for trellis. I made a garden path.
They were like creepers and stuff going up there.
And they were all kind of welded together.
Yeah.
We had the garden path was made of bottle tops, and it spelt out reduce, reuse, recycle. It wound up to the little garden shed.
How creative is that, eh?
And garden tyre planters, and everything was edible. Even the flowers were edible. Everything, you could eat everything. So
you certainly deserved it. Was that the very first time you won a gold award?
Absolutely, yeah.
And how did that feel?
Brilliant. It was, the whole experience was fantastic.
Yeah.
Definitely, I'd do it again. Given the opportunity, I'd do it again. So, yeah, it's good fun.
And this was, what show was this? Was it,
the Bath and West Show.
The Bath and West Show, yeah.
Thought you'd never ask, Jane.
The Bath and West Show, this is something, it takes place annually, does it?
It does indeed, in Shepton Mallet, and it's like the big agricultural show for the South West region. Ooh,
fab.
Spilling me.
Just break up a few with your hands first, love. There you go.
Okay.
And how do you combine the two jobs then? Is it one that's quite therapeutic, one that just allows you to switch off because the other one's a bit stressful?
No, I think, as I said, it's too much fun working in sexual health, so I need to chill out one day a week. Ultimately, when I've finished the course, what I'd like to do is get into therapeutic horticulture. So I'm still using some of my nursing counselling skills and stuff, but working with people with plants.
Interesting line of work. Very, very nice indeed. Nice talking to you. We will talk again. What have we got here? Let's find out. I think the chef is making one of his own little sort of chocolate sauces here, chef. And that's just the water and cocoa powder, chef?
Water, cocoa powder, sugar. Take it down, reduce it down. This is going to go over cheesecake because we're going to put white chocolate ice cream, dark chocolate sauce on the cheesecake, yeah?
Beautiful.
Also, we've got the sponge cooking, which is actually...
Yeah, looking really good.
You see how it's almost there now, watch. You push with your fingers so it's not rising.
Yeah.
You know you've got a couple more minutes.
OK. Do we reduce the heat there then, chef?
Down to 200.
All right, then. Down to 200. Really good little tips here, guys. I will come back and see you. Let's go back to the Red Tomato kitchen.
Hey, mate, how are you doing?
Oh, fantastic.
Is there any ginger left? Remember I said there might be a bit of ginger.
Have you got a little bit of ginger left there, chef?
Doesn't matter, doesn't matter. Don't need you.
I've got a tiny bit.
There you go.
Just a little bit of
I think
soup.
you just fished it out the bin. I'll wash it off for you.
It was strategically placed to the side,
You
Ross.
can't get the chefs these days.
It's called the stock pot, Ames.
Here we are, mate. Here
Thanks
we are.
very much.
The perfect stock pot indeed.
I just wanted exactly that much.
Yeah. And you can just chop that up. What are you using that for? And tell us what's melting here before I start talking to Charlotte, because it all looks very interesting.
That's going to be our fonduta, our fondue of port salut. Charlotte, could you, when you've done that, could you wash those for me, please?
No problem.
That'd be super. Thank you very much.
OK.
Consider it done.
All right, and tell us about those Jerusalem artichokes, chef.
OK,
they slice them up.
OK, they're called Jerusalem artichokes because they follow the sun. They are girasoli in Italian, or girasol.
Girasol.
Oh, say that again.
They started off being girasol. Now in French they're called topinambour, but because they gira to turn around the sun, solar, they're actually sunflowers.
OK.
They're relatives of the sunflower.
So, it's as I said, nothing to do with the globe artichoke.
Absolutely nothing, which is a thistle, you see.
OK.
That's
and you can eat it raw, guys. Sometimes, you know, you hear about these things, you can eat it raw. So, very thinly sliced, of course. You normally get a sort of a, you know, sometimes a purpley or a bit of a beige skin. Like we had today, we had the beige skin ones. You can slice them or you can salty them off, and they add a kind of a bit of a nuttiness to your stir fries. So, really worth investing in that. Tell us about that.
OK, this is a little bit of a carbonara. That's the hot asparagus with some egg yolk, lemon juice, and seasoning, which is going to cook onto those. We're showing the lemon and its fullness there.
OK, and we've got 5 minutes to go. These are the artichokes cooking down here. What will they? How will you feature?
They're going to become a lemon and artichoke soup.
OK. And look at the chef, not worrying at all. Do you like your steak nice?
He should be worried with me cooking.
Really? Why? What do you want to do, love? You want to?
I'm going to shred this, have I? This bit here.
Yeah, into very
bit?
fine shreds, please, my old love.
Let me just. Let's get. Where's your board there? Pass your chopping board there, darling.
That would help, wouldn't it?
OK. And what about you? Have you won any awards for your designs?
Yes, that's how I sort of really got on, started getting on well with Millie, actually, because we both did the gardens together and I won a gold as well for my garden.
And what was your garden design like?
My garden was kind of a more spiritual garden. I did a Japanese garden with everything that Millie hates, decking, gravel.
Is that right, Millie? Do you hate all that stuff?
I don't. Not when Charlotte does it, no. No.
It was quite good when it was all done, but it was all very feng shui and it had a water feature and everything going. And I used to rake the gravel every morning, get up at 6.
So what inspired you to get into this? Because originally you were in advertising, weren't you?
I was,
right?
yes. I was selling advertising space over the phone, which is not the most inspiring of jobs. And I had a bit of an epiphany at the age of 30 and decided I wanted to get into gardening. My parents have a beautiful garden and it's got lots of tree houses and summer houses.
So it's been there from a very young age.
Yeah, from you know, since I was a child I've been helping them out. And one of the things in there is my father built for my 21st and my mother's 50th, although she'd like me to say her 40th, a tree house. Yeah. And it was actually opened by a close family friend of ours at the time, the late Ronnie Barker.
Ronnie Barker?
Yeah.
You remember him, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, everybody does.
Yeah.
Anybody that tickles your bones.
Oh, he was lovely.
He was the best tickler in the business, wasn't he?
He was, and he was funny in real life too, because everyone wants to know that.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Now, you say you went to advertising. You say you're a bit in the bit of a blagging business, were you?
Yeah, I'm always doing that, yeah.
When I remember all my friends in advertising, they blag their way into people's parties. Did you any good parties?
Yeah, about 10 years ago, boyfriend I was going out with at the time.
3 minutes!
The relationship lasted, actually.
Oh, dear.
He obviously liked his food.
It wasn't any good.
No, bless him. He bet me 20 quid that I couldn't get into this party that was being hosted by Elton John.
Oh, wow.
So it was in London at the Versace showrooms. And so I got in, and not only did I get me in, but I managed to get loads of tickets and get him and my parents in.
Fab. Who was it? Who did you rub shoulders with?
Well, obviously there was Elton John. It was there were people like Paulie Yates when she was still alive, Bob Geldof. There was Oasis. There was George Michael. All the top models at the time.
Just
Naomi
fantastic.
Campbell.
It's just nice being close to people like that.
Everyone was saying, "Who are you?" Because I was the only one that wasn't famous.
I'm in advertising, darling.
Yeah, I'm in advertising. I'm a model.
Fantastic.
Thanks.
Oh, shut up, you! Did you hear him, Chucky?
I did. These shreds are going in the bin now.
OK, we've got 2 minutes left to go, and potatoes are cooking down. Remember, Ross smashed these,
right,
and he infused them with loads of lovely flavours.
That's fine.
We've got the old cumin seeds in there. They're all cooking down. Smell how aromatic that is, not?
Oh.
Can you smell that?
Oh, that's divine.
Just wonderful. Just so easy. Just literally put that lid on top. You've got the combination of the steam and everything cooking down. The juice is actually coming out the tatty. Really goes well. Just keep shaking that pan. Gorgeous. We've got a lovely little mixture of sesame seed and the lemon and everything going on here. We've got a fondue. Shall I pop that in the
I love fondue.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm trying to do it carefully.
I know you did, but we've got to literally... Oh, quick, Ross! Hey, it's black! Get it out! Hey, put loads of icing sugar on top of it.
Yeah, that'll cover it.
Yeah, I'm coming back to see you, James. There we are. All right, then.
Standing here like a bit of a lemon.
All right, don't worry about it, darling. Shake, shake, shake.
Oh, shake.
Shake. Up in the air, shake. All right, love, don't cover me up. There you go.
Got me carried away.
And there we are. The music is kicking in, ladies and gentlemen. That means the chefs have to get their food out now. They're really buzzing, trying to get it all out on time. OK, there we are. Beautiful. OK, there you go. 40 seconds to go. Remember, audience, you're voting for what the chefs did with the ingredients they were given. Think about that. We've got beautiful, just look at that cheese. Cheesecake with that lovely, lushy chocolate sauce there. We've got ice cream sitting nestled on top there of our crumble. We've got another meringue there. Look at this. This really is just coming alive there. All sorts of lovely food. All right, 15 seconds to go. Audience, get ready to help me count down now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop! Whole lot of lemon going on here today, ladies and gentlemen. And to remind you what our chefs had in their bag, Jamestown has started off with some nice forced rhubarb, mascarpone cheese, a packet of oat biscuits, white chocolate ice cream, fresh ginger and hazelnuts. Whilst Ross Burden had sirloin steak, new potatoes, Port Salut cheese, Jerusalem artichokes, asparagus, shallots, and they both had a whole lot of lemon. Oh, lovely. Loads and loads of lemons all over the place today. And I have to say, this looks rather exotic, and you're off to Nepal soon, aren't you?
I am indeed, yes, very soon, very soon. I'm going to Nepal, I'm raising money for Mind, and I'm trekking, which means I have to do lots of walking.
Well, good luck
hills.
to you. Hope you get lots of support for that.
Thank you.
Talking about it being a little bit exotic, what are you going to call this then, Chef?
Well, I'm going to say that
just go in, just
it's nuts, but this is sour dish of the day.
Yeah, all right then. All right. What did you do?
Right, OK. So we did a sponge, but we cooked it. We didn't cook it in the microwave. We did a tray sponge pudding. So it's honey, rhubarb, the lemon, and a very, very light... It should be quite a light sponge, not a heavy sponge. Just finished with a bit of vanilla cream, creme fleuret.
What made it light then? Is it the extra eggs?
It's the air and the eggs and cooking it not too fast, but cooking it gradually over the time. So you leave it to rise. Yeah, it's the whole raising agent thing from the flour.
OK, she's chucking us the cheesecake. How did you make that, Chef?
Dark chocolate sauce. We've got cheesecake with a mascarpone, some cream, some ice sugar as well. Also in there, we've got the base, which is obviously our oatmeal biscuits that we've used at the base. Crushed them up, pushed them down, finished with caramelised hazelnuts on top. Over here, we've got a crumble. Now, this is rhubarb with ginger. I'll put some hazelnuts in there as well, and an oatmeal or oat cake top as well, finished with vanilla ice cream. So you get very quick crumble. Now, in here, this is the pièce de la résistance.
Yeah.
We have... You bash through the meringue, and then all of a sudden you get your crumb at the bottom and a baked Alaska with your vanilla ice cream inside. Wow. So let me just... No, I won't. You do it.
Oh, then.
I've got a mouthful of nuts here, hang on.
Before you do that, are you impressed?
Oh, God, yeah. No, this is better than thrashing it, clearly. Rhubarb. Yes, make
What is she like, Freshie? Oh, Freshie with your
I think she
rhubarb.
likes them.
Well done, that's fantastic, brilliant. Over to you, Charlotte, your turn. Pick up your cutlery, have a bit of a go.
Yes.
Chef, what are you going to call it?
Well, I'm not taking the pith or anything, but we did get shallot of lemons.
From Charlotte.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, they were there. What did you do with your ingredients, Ross?
Fine.
Well, first of all, we took apart this fantastic citron. We made a real lemon curd. We put this this is chocolate cocoa meringue on it, which is baked in the oven. It's very difficult to do that, ladies and gentlemen, without using cocoa.
There you go. You can get under there. Look,
It's supposed to look like that, by the way.
look at that.
Lovely lemon
it's
curd.
divine,
Look at that.
isn't
Okay. Then we used the lemon in all its ways. So we used
Yeah.
the zest, we used the juice, we used the leaves.
And
so
how did you use it, Chef? Tell us.
we broke into the potatoes, got them cooking, then white wine and lemon juice, salt, cumin, and let them steam in their own
That
jackets.
lovely bit of crusted cumin sitting on the top.
So
of
that's a nice acidic sort of flavour. Then we took the asparagus, we blanched it, then we char grilled it, then we made that carbonara sauce with the lemon juice and egg yolks over the top with some zest. We made a fonduta out of lemon juice and white wine and cheese and cream and garlic and shallot. We made a stir fry out of the beef with soy and honey and sesame seeds and the shredded lemon leaves.
And you just salted that off with that lovely lemon
And a little bit of honey to finish it off, and then we made the parsley and artichoke soup, also flavoured with lemon juice and olive oil. So we used the lemon in many ways.
Oh, that is divine.
And what do you think?
Oh, God. Oh, can I marry you? Oh, take you home with me. That is
We'll do a trial period.
Gotta say, ladies and gentlemen, both our chefs have excelled
lovely.
themselves in the old lemon department, haven't they? But have they done sufficiently to win the audience vote? What's it going to be, a red tomato or a green pepper? Let's find out. Will you all please vote now? And up they go. And just look at this. You can see today it's a green pepper day! Congratulations. There you go, £100 spending money there for you.
Well, that's all going to mine, so top shout. Thank you very much.
So where's that going towards?
It's going to Mind, the mental health charity.
That's really lovely of you.
That's top shout.
Thank you very much indeed. Well done to you, Chef. Pretty good. I thought we would go towards her Nepal trip, but she's going to another charity.
Yes.
And you don't go home empty-handed, Charlotte. We've got a lovely, ready, steady cook hamper for you. All sorts of lovely goodies in there.
Great. I'm hoping to auction it off for my charity, which is the Royal National Hospital for Rheumatic Diseases in Bath.
Oh, that's lovely.
Thank you.
That's brilliant. Thanks very much indeed. Great having you on the programme.
Thank you.
OK, come and join us over here, guys. What are you doing? Pick up your puds, get them over here. We've got a quickie bag to have a look at, haven't we, ladies and gentlemen? In the meantime, let's say a very big thank you to our horticultural gold medalist, Millie and Charlotte. So naughty. He's so naughty, our Rossi, I tell you, ladies and gentlemen. OK, oh, I've got to be careful. There's certainly a glass jar in there, isn't there? We've got a nice bit of celery there. We've got some black pitted olives, along with some cannellini beans, feta cheese, chorizo and tomatoes. Oh, it's a bit of a kind of Mediterranean mix here, isn't there? Hey? What do you think, Ross? What would you like to do with that?
I'd make a Greeky salad with the green and the beans and the tomatoes and olives and feta. I'd bake the feta with... Because we did this a while ago on the show. It wasn't me that did it. I think it was Tony who did it. But he baked it with olive oil, garlic and oregano, and it was so yummy. Make a stew of tomatoes, beans and chorizo, and then do something my mother used to do 100 years ago for canapes, and pipe the celery with a cream cheese mixture. With paprika to make it posh.
Oh, fantastic. I'd love to have gotten to that party, wouldn't you?
It was like Abigail's.
Oh, what are you going to do then, James?
Well, Ainsley, I was thinking of... Right, so we'll do a cannellini bean soup, but a broth, OK? And into that we use some of the celery. We could do some feta croutons as well. Then we could also do some crostinis using the tomatoes and olives, but take the feta, melt it down into a lemon feta sauce that you drizzle over the top.
Yeah. There's a fonduta you can use there, mate.
Yeah. I'll nick that. Then we use some chorizo. We could do like a frittata using a lot of the ingredients. And, yeah, well, that's quite a lot to get on with.
Certainly a lot, and it's a 10-minute period that our chefs have to produce this, ladies and gentlemen. What do our audience want to see? The green peppers or the red tomatoes? Go on, let me know. Will you all please vote now? And up they go. Oh, and I think they want to see what you can do with your Kalamata olives. There you go.
So they realise their error of their jolly ways. That's what it is. So look at that.
All right. Let's get cooking! 10 minutes cooking time starts now. Let's do it.
I'm going to get on with the feta. If you'd be so kind as to peel the chorizo and peel some garlic for me, that'd be
garlic
superb.
and chorizo on the way.
Yeah, if I give you a rib or two of this, and then I'll give you a bit of this. If you make a mousse for me,
and I'll fill these up.
Yeah, and don't forget the paprika. Give it a good old piping. All right.
Okay.
Okay, cannellini beans drained. White Italian beans. They're sometimes known as white kidney beans, ladies and gentlemen, too, the old cannellini beans. Wonderful. I love sort of cooking those down. There you go. And what does feta mean in Greek, then? Is it something to do with slice or something, isn't it?
No, in Italian, feta means to cut, like fettuccine.
Yeah. So it means the same. I think in Greece it just means to slice. Yeah.
I have to get a knife. Halloumi I'm not that keen on, but I love this stuff. I think it's absolutely delicious.
Why? What do you find halloumi too rubbery, or...?
Yeah, it is a bit rubbery. I think it must be the saltiness of this that I really like. I think it's delicious. We don't have any fresh oregano, so just a tiny bit of dry, because it is much stronger. But the soft herbs dried are rubbish, but the hard herbs dried are very good.
Yeah, I
sage
totally
and
agree.
rosemary, they're perfectly good. We want a pepper dooder.
Even a bit of the old thyme's not too bad, is it?
No, thyme's good, sage, rosemary...
But much more concentrated, isn't it? So you use about a third of the amount.
Yeah.
All right, guys?
Tobe's made this, and it's absolutely delicious.
How much garlic do you want, Chef?
That's probably enough, thanks, mate.
OK.
If you want to... We're just going to get a little bit done for the cocido, for the stew. So put a little bit of lemon juice, lemon zest onto here, a little bit of garlic. I swear, it was just the most... And the contestants went very sort of mushy at that point. It's just so delicious. We're going to do some tapenade toast with that possibly later as well. Let's bake that.
Oh, bit of... All right, then. I don't mind doing a bit of that for you. OK. Now, why do you want this peeled, then, Ross?
Well, because the skin's indigestible. The skin's probably made of paper in that case, because it's commercial. It's not made of... it's not like pork that we would normally use.
OK. That's why we're sort of peeling that down. And what have we got James Tanner doing? James, tell us about what you're actually making.
I'm crumbling up some feta. I'm going to add some paprika to it. I'm going to add a bit of yoghurt to it as well, and we're going to pipe it into the celery. I've just peeled the celery, though, because, Ross, that's right, yeah, you don't want any bits when we eat it, right?
Yeah, that's
right.
right.
So I've peeled off the sinew. Got a bit of celery over here, and I'm just saucing it down. I'm going to put some garlic in there, chicken stock cube. If I can nick a bit of that chorizo, I'm going to do a chorizo and celery broth.
Yeah, I actually love it when you cook it down with a bit of leek and potato and just fantastic. Just drop it in. All those, some of them are spicier than others, guys. Don't think you're just buying one variety and that's the end of it. You know, there's a whole lot of them. How many would you say are out there, Ross? Different types of chorizo?
Well, there's two main types. Well, I guess there are four, but there are two types of subgroups. One is the picante, which is the hot, and one is the dolce or normale. But there's the thing to remember is more importantly, the two types are the eating. I know it sounds silly, but the eating chorizo and the cooking chorizo. This is cooking chorizo. It's made of lower grade meat, so it needs to be cooked. Whereas the slicing one, you can just slice up and use away.
And eat
so
straight off.
don't use the slicing one for cooking, really. Just use the eating one.
Wonderful. Bit of fresh mint in there, Chef?
Oh, that'd be fantastic. And a little parsley as well would be great.
OK, a little bit of chopped
and make it quite chunky.
Mint.
It's redolent of being in Greece, really, isn't it? It's incredibly delicious.
And do you feel a lot healthier when you're in the sunshine, or just sexier?
Well, you have to... The only trouble with going to the sunshine, you have to spend about four months going to the gym so you can wear your trunks, don't you? You know.
I don't.
I could just pack a chorizo.
I thought you were going to say, you calling me fat? Lovely. Do you go to the gym before you go to the beach then, James?
No, I just go to the beach, really.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go, eh? It will all change soon, won't it, Ross?
Yeah, exactly.
Straight in there, Chef?
Yeah, well done. All goes
up.
south when you hit 30.
I know, that's
little whippersnapper.
OK.
I am 30.
Oh.
What, waste?
Wait, yes. Let me just look over here. Right.
Yeah, take some chorizo. Have you got some chorizo?
I've given
Nice, good man.
OK, there we are. Halfway now, and the question today comes from Jeff Moles from Benfleet in Essex. Good afternoon to you, Jeff. He said, I wonder if you chefs could point me in the right direction and tell me how to choose a good quality knife. What should I be looking for, and roughly, what should I pay? Do you want to first start off on that, James?
Yeah, OK, cool. Right, well, knives, right, are very important. They're the most important thing in any kitchen. And also, knives can last you almost a lifetime. If you spend that little bit extra, and are prepared to spend that little bit extra, Guarantee. I mean, I've got some knives that I've had for literally 15 to 16 years.
Yeah.
Like, for example, this one, I know it's a bit dirty, excuse me, I'm cutting up cheese. It's got a good weight to it. A chef's knife, an all-round chef's knife, should have a good weight to it. Good weight on the handle. It should hold, make sure it feels great in the palm of your hand. Make sure it's got a good balance to it, Ains. Look, a nice weight to it as well. It's very important.
OK.
And honestly, if you look after them, don't put them through the dishwasher and stuff like that, 'cause it blunts it. Never do that. Always keep the edge on it. And when I say the edge, that's the actual sharpness of the bottom of the blade.
OK.
And it will last you for years if you look after it.
And people often say, well, I don't know about you guys, but I've always been brought up with, as soon as you finish using your knife, just give it a quick rub on the steel, and that just keeps it lovely and sharp. And
then just to clean them, spray them, maybe with a bit of sterilising spray, wipe them down, and then put them away in a drawer somewhere.
Sure. Right, now, Ross, perhaps you can answer this. Does it being expensive mean it's going to be better quality?
Generally, yes.
Yeah.
I always say it's much better to have two good knives. All you need is that, ladies and gentlemen. A big one and a small one.
Yeah, OK.
Rather than 57 ones with different shapes. Big one for doing the big jobs, small one for doing the small jobs. A nice rounded blade so that when you're working on the board, you've got that roll. So you don't get tired, you see.
Yeah.
If you've got a straight blade or a light knife, you do lots of chopping, your wrist gets sore. You want nice rolling and a nice sharp knife. And a better quality one is going to actually keep a proper blade.
OK.
Whereas the cheaper ones tend
Fantastic. And what about this knife, Chef? Tell us about this, because this is a Japanese-style knife. Very expensive, but it does belong to Ross. Briefly touch us on that.
It's a Japanese sushi knife, and you can tell the folding of the steel because it's got an uneven edge. And it's made in the same way as a samurai sword, basically. Yeah. But, you know, a really good knife will last you for... I've got knives that... they're not pretty enough to use on telly, but I've got knives I've had since 1988. That's almost 20 years, so...
OK. You know. 1.5 minutes to go now, guys. Let's keep this going. This olive oil, this is just looking absolutely lovely. Stew's just cooking down. OK, beautiful. OK, tapenade. So the basic ingredients for the tapenade: the garlic, the parsley, the olive oil, the good quality olives, Chef?
Yeah, good quality olives. Black olives and anchovies, ideally, as well.
Yeah.
But we don't have any anchovies, so tough. But these are Kalamata, which are delicious Greek olives, which have been pitted. They're not black pitted olives. Black pitted olives are green olives that have been pitted and then dyed black. They're rubbish. OK,
there you go. Think about that, guys, when you go out and buy your olives. Better still, go to your deli and try olives. You know, I've actually took my wife to deli and she said, I hate olives, I hate them. And she went in there, she started trying, and said, that's different. Yes, because there's so many different varieties and they infuse them with all sorts of different flavours, so try that out. Let's get this food out now, guys. All right, then. Beautiful.
How's that cheese doing, Ains?
That's looking brilliant. I'm going to get that out for you now, Chef. OK. Beautiful. Here we are. Now, this is just cooked in that lovely olive oil. It's sizzling. Feast your eyes on that little lot there.
There's another plate for it.
So yummy. Do you want it on one of these plates, Chef?
Thank you very much.
OK, there we are. Beautiful. All right, let's keep this going. Here we go. Audience, get ready to help me count down.
Yeah, anchovies. Lots of people say they don't like
10,
anchovies, but they're so
9,
delicious.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop! Beautiful, well done, my man. OK. And look at that, you can see how that paprika, the chorizo, all that lovely paprika oil has come out of there. What are you going to call it before we talk about what you did here, Chef?
Odd. It was tapenade.
OK, what did you do with the ingredients?
We made a stew out of garlic and celery and oil and wine and the chorizo and olives and beans and what have you, which simmered down. We baked the feta with the lemon oil and the oregano and garlic and what have you. We made the Greek salad with the tapenade on the side to spread on these toast here, which was
beautiful. And we need a few olives in the old Greek salad. Shall we nick a few of these?
Yeah, why not? Go on.
Yeah, just pop 1 or 2 of those there. Should have had a couple of the old olives in the Greek. What about that lovely infused kind of broth that you got there,
Right,
Chef?
well, obviously, thanks to Ross, I've got the beans, I've got the chorizo, I've got the celery in there. I used onion chives rather because I've got a bit of an onion flavour, but chicken stock. Then I seared off the chorizo separately so they all splits. And then over here we've got the feta cheese, bit of lemon, some paprika, and then thinned it out of yoghurt, piped it in, but they've been obviously peeled off so you don't get any sinew in your teeth, and that's simple.
Very nice indeed, and hope we've given you 1 or 2 cooking ideas. That's what we're here for, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, you can check out CFAX or our website, bbc.co.uk/food, for all the lovely recipes our chefs have prepared on the show today. Till next time, do join us. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.